Hey everybody, VSG Joe coming to you with my 16-week post-VSG update video. I wanted to get in a quick update here before we go into the Thanksgiving holiday here in the States. So for those of you who didn't know, I started my journey at 284 pounds. I had surgery at 270 pounds. Last week I came to you guys at 225 pounds, and this week I'm at 222.8 pounds. So I've lost a total this week of 2.2 pounds, and overall I'm down 61.2 pounds. So moving right along, I guess. Like I said, 16 weeks. I started my journey, what I counted 2 weeks before that for the liquid diet. So 18 weeks and 61 pounds. You can't be too upset about that. So sorry the light's doing some funny stuff. I'm trying to fix it, but hopefully you guys can hang in there. So as far as this week has gone, pretty much status quo with the rest of them so far. Been exercising, running and getting in my lifts and stuff like that. I haven't actually done exercise since Thursday. So we had some stuff come up, and it's just been a busy week, and I haven't gotten to it this week. But I am standing up more at work and trying to do that and walk around and talking to people instead of emailing them or Skyping them, stuff like that. I don't have a step counter or anything. I could use my iPhone, but half the time it's sitting on my desk because I hate stuff being in my pockets. But I love carrying a lot of stuff with me, so it ends up in my pocket. Just when I get to wherever I'm going, I take my cell phone out and stuff like that. So I don't use that. Probably should get a Fitbit or something, but I have a nice watch I like, and I've had a Fitbit one before, and I stick it in my pocket, and it stays in my pocket, and then it gets fished out of the washer or something, and that's how the last one broke, and I wasted $100-something or whatever it was. So probably not going to do it, guys. So I don't know how many steps I'm getting in, but I am trying to be more active, especially on days where I can't get my exercise in. But that's it. So I kind of wanted to make on this video just a little Thanksgiving survival guide. I've seen in some of the support groups, people are kind of dreading Thanksgiving coming up and falling off the wagon and, all that good stuff. Full disclosure, guys, I am a whopping 16 weeks out. By the time Thanksgiving rolls around, I'll be right at 4 months out. So I'm by no means a veteran of the weight loss surgery community. However, I've got some relatives. My wife, she was a weight loss surgery patient, so I kind of know what to expect a little bit. But like I said, it's advice. You're not paying for it, so you get that much out of it at least. But I wanted to make a little guide. Just a second, guys. Bear with me. Excuse me, I was parched. I hadn't eaten since dinner, and now I need to drink. Or I haven't drinking since dinner, and now you guys know. Come on, quit messing with me. But I want to make a little survival guide for Thanksgiving, kind of let you know what my plans were, maybe what you can use to help yourself out, and hopefully it helps you out here, especially coming into the Thanksgiving holiday. So. A couple of things I've been seeing in either videos from people I follow or just links and stuff and Facebook groups, things like that, is there's a lot of people that, it's going to be their first Thanksgiving, and it's certainly going to be mine. And they're kind of worried about, everyone's eating food and asking them why they're not eating and stuff like that. So my plan basically, so all my family knows I've had surgery, and the people that don't, I'm very open with it. So, like I said, I don't really care what your opinion is. It doesn't matter to me. I know other people, you have struggles with that. But I will tell them that I've had weight loss surgery. I've already enjoyed it, whatever. But kind of try to steer the conversation from food and into fellowship. It's like, oh, well, I had something to eat, but hey, how are you doing? How's the wife? How's the kids? Cousins. This time of year, especially in the States, if anyone's watching from, different locations, is, we tend to get to see family that we haven't seen in a little while. And so you're talking, distant relatives, cousins, friends you haven't seen for a while, stuff like that, all get together during Thanksgiving. So just kind of keep that in mind. Just steer it towards that. It's like, oh, I already had some, and, this is what we're doing. Or, someone says, hey, you've lost a lot of weight. It's like, oh, yeah, that's great. If you don't want to tell them you have surgery, just tell them you've been eating less and being more active. And largely that is absolutely true, because you can eat a lot and you have to be walking around and active. So just use that, and you can kind of deflect a lot of the questions that way. So just kind of think of that. be prepared for questions. I never recommend lying because you're going to stumble over something eventually, I'm sure. So just keep that in mind. But, saying you're eating less and exercising more is absolutely the truth. It's because you had surgery maybe, and that's it. But like I said, it's something helpful to kind of steer the conversation away. But make sure you go to your family gatherings. People, I think, talk more about someone not being there than, you being there and just part of the fray. We're going to have like 50 something people, I think, at the gathering that we're going to have for Thanksgiving. So someone not being there is actually noticeable. When you have that many people there, they don't really notice who's got a plate, who's not got a plate. Obviously, if there's 4 of you guys and one of you isn't eating, that's probably going to stick out. Says, I've had it, or whatever. Or tell them, I've had surgery and I can't eat that much. But go to the parties, go to the celebrations, and like I said, focus on the fellowship. Focus on just being with each other and being part of the family, and just getting to see people and focusing on what you're thankful for. That's what the holiday's really about. On to eating. So, obviously it's Thanksgiving. Largely in America, people get together to eat. That's been our family tradition for a very long time. We will say what we're thankful for and stuff like that, but realistically, it's known as an eating holiday. Everyone's out shopping and buying food. We're going to cook way more. There are going to be weeks worth of television programming on what to do with the leftovers. It's just, it is what it is, right? So that being said, have some food. Don't really worry about a whole lot. Just make sure that you're not eating, to where you feel like you're going to explode. And, try to keep some of the stuff to a minimum. You're going to have some desserts and stuff like that, I'm sure. Do it. Don't feel bad about it, but don't keep going back for that. Have you a little bit and just kind of call it at that. Don't use it as an excuse. Well, it's Thanksgiving, and so I'm going to eat an entire half of a pie over the course of a day by myself. That's probably too much, but like I said, have a little bit. Don't really be afraid of it. For those of you who are kind of looking for the safe foods, obviously, your turkey, your ham, deviled eggs, green beans, collard greens. If you're Spanish, your black beans, your carnitas. If you're having cow's head tacos, those are great also. So meats and veggies, kind of stick to those. If you're kind of earlier in it, you may want to go for the soft stuff. So if you can get turkey breast that hasn't been dried out, go for that. Or just if you need to and you got turkey breast and it's a little dry, put a little gravy on it. It's not going to hurt you and it'll help moisten it up, but you're getting mostly protein out of it. So stick to the protein and veggies. If you're going to go off and indulge a little bit, obviously sweet potato casserole, mashed potatoes, stuff like that. Easy to eat, and you're not going to, you shouldn't stretch yourself out too much, or really hurt yourself eating a whole lot of that. So stick with those things. As far as desserts, some of the easier things probably to eat are going to be things like pumpkin pie, because it's basically puree. You might want to stay away from the crust if you're closer to surgery. And then banana pudding, stuff like that. So you got soft stuff. It is sweet. It is going to satisfy it. Your sweet tooth, your cravings, stuff like that. You do get to enjoy dessert with everybody. But like I said, those are kind of safe versus if you were going to do like a pecan pie or something like that. Pecan, whatever, guys. We know what it is. But either one of those, if you're going to do something like that, obviously it's probably going to be a little bit harder to eat. Just make sure whatever you're having, you're chewing. Obviously, if you're 6 months, a year out, whatever the case is, you can have pretty much anything on the table. R&Y patients, I will tell you, be careful of, your sugary stuff. So your banana puddings, basically the whole dessert table, be careful because you can get dumping syndrome. That's a real concern for you guys. I don't think VSG patients get that. It's certainly, I've never gotten it. I haven't eaten a ton of sweets yet, but I have had, some candy and stuff like that. I struggled with that a couple weeks after surgery. If you go back and watch some of my videos, I've never gotten that. I've never gotten the racing heartbeat, the just feeling, nauseous and, like you have to lay down, take a nap, all that good stuff. So just be careful with that. With those sugary things, even sweet potato casserole. Remember, sweet potatoes are sweet. That's why they're called sweet potatoes. And then by the time you add in, candied nuts and marshmallows and brown sugar and honey and whatever you put into your sweet potatoes, you got a very sugary dish there that's sitting on the savory side of the table. So just be careful with that if you are an RNY patient for dumping syndrome. So just be mindful of that. VSG patients, we really don't need all the sweets. So even though we're not going to get dumping syndrome, maybe just be careful of it. For the record, 100%. Just honest with you guys, I do plan on having turkey. I plan on having pork because I'm pretty sure my father-in-law is making some pork, and I'm just going to have it. Green beans I am making, deviled eggs I am making. I'm having both of those. I am also going to make my cauliflower mac and cheese. There's a video for that. If I could figure out how the little cards work, I'll put a link up there for you guys if you want to check that out. But that's a real easy recipe to make and take over. And then, I can stay out of the actual macaroni and cheese and kind of substitute it for something else. Like I said, I'll have some green beans. Those I'm going to make myself. And I'll make a video on that too, but it's not going to help you guys out. It'll be afterwards. So that's it. And then for dessert, I am going to have some banana pudding. It's really the first dessert I think I'm going to have since surgery. But I've already decided I'm going to have some. I'm not going to worry about it. My wife makes a killer banana pudding, and yeah, I'm having some. So I'll get me a little bit of that. Once again, I'm going to try to limit that to just one serving and then just call it done at that. The length of time we're going to be there, I'm going to have to eat a couple times to get my protein in that day. So basically after the banana pudding, it's going to be back to, the deviled eggs, the turkey and stuff like that to make sure I'm getting my protein in. The morning part will be easy because as I'm making the deviled eggs, I'm just going to have some and, I'll get my protein in that way and stuff like that. But that's really it for Thanksgiving, guys. That's all the advice I can give you. If you have a question, leave a comment down below. I will try to answer that for you in a timely manner and just kind of help you out with that. Other than that, for stuff going on, hopefully you guys like the chili video and the cauliflower mac and cheese. I'm hoping to do some more videos, but you guys let me know how you're liking them so far. They've gotten pretty much my average amount of views and stuff so far, but I do plan on kind of recording some of the footage for the green beans, recording some of the footage for the turkey and what I'm doing to cook the turkey on there and kind of getting those up later on. And then also I had an idea to kind of make some egg dishes that you can meal prep, and so I'm thinking about making those as well, and I was going to go ahead and put those in. But yeah, if you're enjoying them, let me know. If you think they're crap, let me know. Any tips to make them better, I'll take that as well, because right now I'm shooting them by myself. I shoot everything off my iPhone and upload it and just edit it to my computer and then upload it to YouTube. It's not really a real long process. Pretty much one take. You guys hear me misspeak all the time in my videos. I don't edit a whole lot out, but I do, add in the little video, the beginning to it to kind of just give it a little bit of, I guess, branding or something to it, but just to let everyone know it is, one of my videos if they do see it somewhere. But yeah, if you like that, or if you have a dish that you don't know how to cook and you want a question on it or something like that, let me know. I love cooking. I don't get the time that I used to cook anymore. But it is something I do enjoy, especially grilling and stuff like that. I did steaks inside the other day, which is just because it got too late to do them outside. And so basically threw the steaks in the cast iron pan, a little butter, a little garlic, a little rosemary, and based them and all that good stuff. They turned out great. I didn't record any of it, guys. I'm sorry, but I didn't know if anyone would be interested in seeing me cook a really big steak. But if you got any suggestions or anything like that, or you really do enjoy them, just let me know and I'll try to get some more up. Other than that, like I said, quick video. Just want to get everyone, get one in, get an update in before the holidays. I should be able to shoot one next week after the holidays and all that good stuff. But other than that, like I said, just really want to see, get one up. And also, guys, happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. Do take some time to reflect on, things that you're thankful for. Especially any of you guys that are, worried or affected by, fires or, floods or just stuff going on in your life. Just remember there's always somebody who's got it worse, which isn't always comforting. But also that there's usually, if you think about it, something that you could be thankful for even when, the times are tough. So with that, I'm going to get out of here and I will catch you guys next time. Have a good week, guys.